Hi there, 2:45 by the watch. How's it going? How are you? Hope you're well. Hope you're great. We are only on Thursday today, and one more day for the weekend to happen. This is me, Jashin Kapani, on your screen, and work-wise, I'm in the business of designing and manufacturing home and office decor, interior solutions, and I'm actually the founder and the CEO, the brainwave and the brainchild behind all the products and the creations, concepts, and everything you see on my social media handle or products which have been made or which are supplied to clients and customers and designers and stuff across the country and the world and stuff. But I'm not going to talk about my work, or I'm not going to talk about anything so very serious. I'm going to talk about outlook or way of thinking which people don't realize it can be a little harmful for them in the long run, and it can influence their health, it can influence their relationships, their outlook and stuff like that. And from a slight negative or a slight downside, if you want to go on the graph of being a little more positive and a little more in charge and comfortable of yourself and situations around you, then this is worth watching and stuff, right? So I'll give you an example also. This is going to be a personal example because obviously, I mean, I'm not going to use somebody else's example, but I hear a lot of people say, "Oh, don't worry about it. You'll be fine. You'll be good. Don't worry about this. Don't worry about that and stuff. So people don't think this that they very casually or thoughtlessly say this, and it's the way they are kind of conditioned, or it's the culture, it's just the way they've been brought up, or it's just used very casually. So one must avoid using the word worry quite a lot and stuff, right? On the other side, the person is not scared, the person is not fearful, the person is in control, the person has a positive attitude, and the person knows a person can overcome. So who's more empowered now? Someone who's in the habit of worrying and thinking something could go wrong, or someone who's like, hey, it's okay, it's gonna be okay, it's all right, it's gonna get better. So what sounds better, what takes you the long way? I'm sure you'll understand if you're smart enough to understand that it's obviously being in charge and stuff, it works the best, right? So I'll give you an example. So lots of time people do not have the awareness of what can keep you safe and what can actually keep you small or stuck in your limited life or your outlook towards certain things, okay? And how do you create unnecessary challenges or hindrances for yourself, and how you can overcome those, okay? So first is have a nice cup of coffee, yeah, chill. So nice cup of coffee. And secondly, know the distinction or know the difference between being careful and being fearful, okay? So when you're careful, you take the preventive approach, right? So if you know you're going to fall sick, or if you know you're going to kind of mess up or something, you do not worry about it, you don't think the worst, you're not fearful is the word, since the distinction is between being fearful and being prepared, right? So being careful means you take all the necessary precautions, and you've taken assessment, and you've analyzed the situation and stuff, and you've worked on it, you've taken the necessary action, you've taken the solution, and now it could get better, right? So this is about general issues and stuff and all, okay? And you stay calm, or you stay hopeful and optimistic, knowing that the situation is going to get better, and it will change, and there'll be a sort of balance, or things are going to work out and stuff, and you face the challenges head on with some confidence, with some trust, with some belief, with some hope that things are going to definitely happen, okay? And lastly, you protect yourself from you protect yourself from situations that could kind of disturb your peace of mind. They can harm your peace, they can put you on the other side of not so great relationships, not so feeling great and stuff. Now on the other side, what is being fearful? So a lot of people tell me, I've got the fear of snakes. Well, well, okay, great. I've got the fear of heights. I've got the fear of losing this person. I've got the fear of losing my health. So all these are fears, and these are because you're generally either scared or petrified, or you had an experience. So people, even if a let's talk about the present scenario. Even if a dog comes to you because you have the inbuilt fear of whatever happened previously, or you are not conditioned to kind of know about the dog, you feel fearful, right? An example is every day I spend time with dogs. The whole neighborhood or the whole city knows that these dogs don't bite, but people who are generally scared or fearful of animals will generally be fearful. So what should you do in such a situation? You shouldn't just keep focusing or pondering on your fear, but you should actually try to overcome it and try to kind of spend some time in that situation so that you can face it head on, right? And of course, take supervision or assistance and help of other people who can actually get you out of it, right? So maybe you can go for counseling, maybe you can go for therapy, maybe you can just kind of focus on the positive. Being fearful is an escapism attitude. You avoid situations that could help you grow or get the better of you. You start feeling anxious, or you start imagining the worst, and you are expecting something really bad to happen when outcome is not going to be that great. So when children go to party, children are out there, parents are concerned, parents are worried. But when you're worried about someone, you actually don't let the person live their life or breathe their life in a detached manner or in an enjoyable fashion, because they've got this playing in their head that my parents or my grandparents are going to be worried, right? So ऐसे सिचुएशन में क्या करना चाहिए? What should you do in this situation? Actually, it's about teamwork. Both the parents and the children have to kind of give them the confidence that they'll be fine, and parents need to relax and chill and let the children be, and children need to kind of take charge and ownership of how they're going to be, and understand with awareness that they're going to be all right. And if they're not feeling good or great about a situation, inform your elders, inform your relatives, inform your whoever's your caretaker or whatever. And yeah, fear is something which stops you from trying new things. So some people call it a comfort zone. I call it stagnancy. I call it closing yourself and saying, I've never done it, so I will not be able to do it. When I was in school or in college, something really bad happened to me, a tragedy happened, and I was like this. But that was way back, and things have changed. So you have to quietly or strongly kind of encounter this and stuff. And then you limit your life instead of kind of expanding it. So you say, let me worry, let me be in my comfort zone, and as a result of worry, you have limitations, you've got doubts, you've got fears, and the other person may not be even feeling it. Okay, so I'll give you an example, a practical example. I mean, I went to see a doctor for my cervical, and they were doing this test where they put you inside a machine. You lie down and you go into it, and for 45 minutes you're inside that. I was scared. I mean, I had nobody with me, and I was scared in that machine. But I could just lie down there and think about the verse. So I distracted myself. I asked the instructor and the caretaker to join me. We are having a chat, and I made the situation a little lighter in my head and stuff. And I passed through that 45 minutes of a test, which is, my God. It's like they put you in a machine and you go in and you've got nothing around you but the machine. And because you've seen the movies like The Final Destination, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, stuff plays on your mind and stuff. But none of this came to me. But I've been watching Final Destination, so I'm sharing, how things can grow onto you and stuff. But nevertheless, I was brave enough. I came out. So people around me asked me, are you scared? The doctor said, don't worry, you'll be fine and stuff. And I said, I'm not worried about anything. The very fact that I'm standing here and I'm facing it and I'm doing it alone is actually trying to get me out of this thing, that I'm not worried at all. Yeah. And I've seen situations where, at work, people just panic a lot. Delivery नहीं हुई तो क्या होगा, vendor नहीं आया तो क्या हुआ, और packaging नहीं हुई तो क्या हुआ, design सही से नहीं हुआ तो क्या हुआ, ad time पे नहीं निकला तो क्या हुआ. But the point is, all these questions which appear while you're working officially or professionally, you have to address them. So you have to make a strategy or a schedule. This is the second part of this on professional spheres and stuff, right? So careful says, let me understand let me think of the steps and the way forward. So as a result of that, what happens, I've written it down, it brings safety, confidence and growth. And on the other side, because you say let me escape, what does it bring to you? Worry, doubt and limitation. So now the choice is yours. Are you going to be fearful? Are you going to be careful? So be careful, be alert, get your thought process working. Try and think steps ahead, of what can go wrong. But when you go forward and thinking about what go wrong, it doesn't mean that you stay down. You say, okay, this could go wrong, so let me just plan a way of handling this and tackling this. So 1% or 2%, if something goes wrong, I'm able to manage it, right? So this is the way you build your confidence. This is the way you build your conditioning. This is the way it helps you overcome fear. If you're scared of dogs, if you're scared of certain situations, you're scared of swimming, try to address the concern and stuff rather than just sharing and scaring people and just kind of, sharing your random shares on social media and stuff, because it looks like, people don't have control of themselves and stuff. And yeah, you may have genuine fears and concerns, but always a good idea to see a therapist and stuff. But in the normal scenario, people are not as scared as other people make them to be. So now with the weather, people are getting infection, relapses happening, stomach, and you're viral and everything. So the approach can be, oh shit, I'm going to fall sick and I'm going to keep lying in my bed and I'm going to probably not be able to do anything. And the other is that, oh, I'm going to go see a doctor, I'm going to be in the sun, I'm going to walk, I'm going to take my medicine on time, I'm going to have my ORS, I'm going to have my curd, I'm going to go on my diet, I'm going to watch positive stuff, and I'm not going to half so much and talk about it. And if somebody tells me that, you're forever falling sick and stuff, I'm going to say, hey, you know what? Maybe I do fall sick and stuff, but I do recover, right? So very important to focus on the fact that you're recovering and you're standing before people and you're overcoming situations, because this is human body. You don't expect people to just be like robos and stuff and not feeling anything. And these days, viruses, any which ways, are beyond anybody's understanding and stuff. So hope this helps. And this is captioned as being fearful versus being careful. So choose carefully and be less fearful and be more careful. So love and luck and take care, have fun and enjoy. And cheers again on a nice cup of coffee. Now I've been told that coffee and chai can induce vertigo or dizziness in me, or some gastric stuff in this, because of cervical. But it doesn't mean it's going to happen all the time. So what do? So I overcome this hesitation, or I work on it to strengthen myself, and I take half a cup and I see how I feel. And if I'm not feeling great about it, and it's affecting me or bothering me, I do away with it. But if I don't feel anything, or I don't get induced with my vertigo or my dizziness or whatever, because I'm off medicine, if I feel it's bothering me, I discontinue. If it doesn't bother me, I continue. So that's the way you got to be in life and stuff. So there are challenges which are thrown at you at work and stuff. So always have an optimistic, can do it and can face it attitude, rather than being worried and scared and petrified and stuff. So take care, have fun, have a blast, and enjoy yourself. And hope this video helps. If it does, you could ping me or leave a comment, or you could just simply, like. And you can follow me on YouTube for more helpful content if you like. Take care, bye bye.